Good morning, Boker Tov, buenos dias, sabah al khair. This is Shanna Fold here with the Israel Daily News Podcast. I'm here to give you the headlines so you can get caught up quickly. You're listening, so you're already on top of your game. Survive and thrive, people. Knowledge is the best weapon. Today is Wednesday, November 18th, 2020. Let's get to the news. At 10:30 this morning, Israel time, the first ever nonstop commercial flight from the small island country of Bahrain touched down in Israel, carrying Bahrain's foreign minister, Abdulatif bin Rashid Al Zayani, and a senior United States delegation headed by the outgoing administration's top peace negotiator, Avi Berkowitz. Bahrain's foreign minister, the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, and the U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo are getting together to sign legislation that would create cooperation between the countries in aviation and technological advancements. Following the murder of a 37-year-old woman by her ex-husband in the northern Israeli city of Arabe, an advocacy group says they need to step in and investigate the failure of authorities themselves. The Committee for the Advancement of Women and Gender Equality aims to prevent domestic abuse and violence. The mother of 5 children was killed when her ex-husband, he should not be named, crashed into her car and then stabbed her multiple times in the back and chest with a screwdriver before driving away. Police have been searching the region for him to no avail. He once served a prison sentence before for offenses that were unrelated to domestic violence. The victim was the 17th woman murdered in the Arab sector of Israel since the beginning of the year. The head of the committee, Oded Forer, said the group cannot continue without making sure enough effort is being made to prevent another murder. Former Interior Security Minister Gilad Erdan had promised that on September 1st of this year, a unit would be created to track men who were imprisoned for domestic assault and then released. Today is November 18th. And there is still no unit. Senior citizens in Israel who've been benefiting from a new pilot program will no longer be able to because the government can't get it together. The project, which is operated by the Social Affairs Ministry, together with the American Jewish Joint Distribution Community, helps older people who qualify do simple things like pick up medications or go grocery shopping. People come to help them clean or drop off food for those who are not in a position to do these things on their own. The program will stop running in January because no new budget has been agreed upon, and due to the difficulty of getting laws passed with a non-operational government, the program is going to need to cease. It currently helps hundreds of elderly people around the country and apparently has a 91% success rate. Though it's a pilot, it's been running for 4 years, and it was supposed to double in size next year. Instead, it's going to be cut. Thanks to Haaretz for this investigative piece. On Tuesday night, protesters clashed with law enforcement outside of a synagogue in the ultra-Orthodox city of Bnei Brak, just north of Tel Aviv. The synagogue was operating against the current coronavirus restrictions for sites of worship. Since the beginning of November, the Israeli government has allowed no more than 10 worshipers inside of a synagogue and no more than 20 outside. The Bnei Brak police released a statement saying protesters gathered in the area after officers discovered that one of the closed halls held dozens of worshipers who were crowded inside despite the government's regulations. The police in Channel 12 News said that a number of protesters threw rocks at police vehicles and that others were even shouting, "Go back to Germany." Well, that's just horrendous. No arrests were reported. However, the person in charge of operating the place was fined 5,000 shekels. The second Israeli to become an astronaut, Eitan Stibi, will be taking part in a mission to space late next year. How exciting. A ceremony was held at the president's residence on Monday for the former Israel Air Force fighter pilot to honor his status. At 62 years old, he will be one of the oldest astronauts on record. At the end of 2021, he will travel on a shuttle launched from Florida. He'll start his training soon in the United States, Germany, and Russia. The launch will put Stevie on the International Space Station for 200 hours, which he will use to conduct a series of unprecedented experiments that are meant to advance Israeli technologies and scientific developments by researchers and startups. Stevie, the head of a private equity fund and reportedly a multimillionaire, will pay the cost of his own flight to space out of pocket, as well as pay for the equipment that he'll use to conduct the experiments. Several Hebrew media outlets have also suggested that one of the astronauts joining Stevie on the flight may be Hollywood actor Tom Cruise. It was previously reported that Cruise is flying to space in October 2021 to film a new action-adventure movie in collaboration with SpaceX and NASA. However, it's not clear yet that the two will definitely be on the same flight because the pandemic has interfered with filming schedules. All right, well, that's it for today's news. Today is Wednesday, November 18th, 2020. Tel Aviv has a low of 16 degrees Celsius and a high of 21 degrees. That's 60 degrees Fahrenheit for the low, going up to 80 degrees for the high. Don't forget to subscribe to the Israel Daily News podcast on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or wherever you're hearing it from. I am everywhere. If you think that this show brings you value, if you think it makes you more educated at the dinner table, then send over a contribution. Today marks episode number 91, and we are getting close to 100 episodes. I'd love to see financial support from my listeners by the time we get there. There's a link in the show notes where you can send your support, and you can also find me on Patreon, where I will be adding more exclusive content outside of just what I put into the podcast. Listeners who submit a donation of $5 per month for the year will receive a handwritten letter by me, mailed to you with a special note from me, and I'm even going to write a poem inside of your special note. If you don't know this, I do love to write poems, and I haven't been writing poems in some time because I've been writing a lot of news, but if you send this contribution, you'll get one. Listeners who send over $20 for a monthly donation will get access to one-on-one Q&As with me via Zoom. I've gotten some requests. I am working on getting merchandise, and I will let you know about that soon. As soon as I have my merchandise, I will be selling that as well, so you can get some cool swag from the Israel Daily News podcast. In these last 10 episodes, as we get close to 100, please share this show with everyone you know. Share it with everyone. Post about it on your social media. I'm going to send you off today with the Cameria of Yuval Gilboa by Sulam El-Kayam. Their lead singer sent me this song after I made a call out on Facebook saying that I was looking for more music to highlight. Have a great and productive day.
Joe, tell us where we're supposed to go. I guess I've never understood in which road should I walk. Cry, tell us that you don't know why. We don't need to find a reason in the corner of the eye. So we came from Dubai to the west of Japan, from the side of the hood to the land of Peru, and we have to know where, though we never know why. All these places we found have turned into white. Joe, tell us where we're supposed to go. I guess I've never understood in which road should I walk. Moi, une vie qu'une fois. And if you still don't understand, you're in the corner of the eye. Tie, do. From the sun to the sea, as we're finding our way to the streets of Bali, and we're looking for someone or somewhere to be, and we have to find where, and we have to believe that the taste of the earth from the seed of the flight, as we're spending our time on a Saturday night. No need to be frightened or too late to see, for wherever our life is in top misery. Joe, tell us where we're supposed to go. I guess I've never understood in which road should I walk. Cry, tell us that you don't know why. We don't need to find a reason.